Hi there, everybody. Welcome to the show. Thanks for joining us. The United County History Center's Living Legend Dinner and its Historic Hall of Fame dinner combined in one. It's coming up September 25th, and I think that's a Wednesday. And I hope it's a Wednesday because that's when I'm going to be there. I'm going to be emceeing that dinner, as I always do, and I enjoy it very much. We're going to be talking about the dinner, and later on we'll be talking to two of the inductees who are going into the Living Legends, and that is Monk Rowe and Ed Welch. But first we're going to talk to Brian Howard. Brian is the Executive Director at the United County History Center. Good to see you.
Oh, good to be back.
Yeah. September 25th, it is a Wednesday, I was right.
Yes.
And tickets are available how?
Well, people can call the History Center at 735-3642. And the general public, tickets are $60. And for members of the History Center, they're $50 a piece. Tables for 8 for $440 as well.
Yeah, and the this is the, if I'm correct, Brian, you correct me if I'm not, the second most financially beneficial fundraiser that the History Center does.
Yes, it is. We do the telethon every spring, and the,
right here.
Yeah, you got it. And the Hall of Fame dinner is, as far as dollars raised, is our next biggest. And it's the History Center's opportunity to recognize people in the community who are doing good things, not just today, but who are really leaving a legacy of service and caring to the people of Oneida County. So it's a great program for us to bring history up to the present day.
And later on in the show, when we talk to Monk Rowe and Ed Welch, those are two good examples of people who brought a lot to the community.
Certainly, and they're examples of our Richard W. Cooper Living Legends program inductees, as are you from a number of years ago now.
Thank you for pointing that out.
Yeah, well, we started the Hall of Fame in 1946 to recognize...
I was not in that class.
No, you weren't. No, you were a few years after. But to recognize people whose impact on the community had really made Oneida County a better place to live or had reflected credit upon the people who live here.
Yeah.
And that program continued until 1950, and then there was about a half-century hiatus. We picked it back up in 2001, and every year since then, we've inducted 5 deceased individuals and 3 to 5 living legends.
Yeah. Let's go, that's a good segue. Let's talk about who those individuals are. We mentioned Monk Rowe, music, and we've mentioned Ed Welch, who wears many hats in the community, United County legislator, AAA, WIBX. Who else is going in?
Well, we have Congressman Sherwood Boehlert. Frankly, I'm surprised that it's taken this long for him to be recognized.
As am I.
Congressman Boehlert's going in. The former president and publisher of the Observer-Dispatch, Donna Donovan, is one of this year's inductees as well. And we also have a couple that is being inducted, Sujan and Mary Karam. If you've spent any time in Yorkville, I'm sure you've heard of Karam's Bakery. For 40 years, they've been serving the community with fantastic Lebanese fare, and we're pleased to recognize them this year.
It is a night that I always look forward to it, Brian, because you get to meet these people, honor these people. It's up at Harts Hill Inn again.
Yes, it is, in Whitesboro.
Yeah.
And that's where the Living Legends component comes in. You know, that wasn't part of the original Hall of Fame back in 1946, but adding it in 2001, it was a great opportunity for us to reinforce the message that the people that make history aren't people that we necessarily can only read about. They're the people that are living in this community today, still contributing to the development of our region, and it's just great to be able to recognize these people.
Right. And on the who is Richard Cooper? A lot of people might not know his name.
Well, Richard Cooper was he was at Hamilton College for years. He is a former president of the Oneida County, at that time, Oneida County Historical Society Board. He was a major benefactor in the Historical Society's past, and somebody who was around at the time that the Living Legends program was created. he was a great example of somebody who gave back to the community through his board service, through his professional accomplishments, and through the legacy that he left.
Very philanthropic.
Yes, he was.
On the Hall of Fame, the History Hall of Fame, we've got three, what have we got, 5 on that?
Five inductees this year, as we do every year with the Hall of Fame. If anybody that lives in Utica is probably, well, should be familiar with the name Charles Adrian.
Adrian Post.
Yeah, the Adrian American Legion Post, and also the Adrian Terrace Apartments on Culver Avenue. You know, those two are named in honor of Charles Adrian. He was a lifelong citizen of Utica, born in 1877, served our nation during the Spanish-American War in 1898, went back into service when the First World War breaks out, and he loses his life on the Western Front in October of 1918, just a little over a month before the end of the war.
And we've got an inductee going in. I think it's Frank Tomeno's favorite mayor.
Oh, Boyd Golder.
Yeah.
He's Boyd Golder, multi-term mayor. He served 5 terms as Utica's mayor in the post-World War II period. The time when we saw a decline in the textile industry that had supported the economy for a century. All the textile firms were moving out in the late 1940s, and Boyd Golder oversaw the transition of this region from textiles to high-tech manufacturing. The boom to boom.
We've got less than a minute to go. Libby Kowalski.
The founder of the Citron Home, one of the big supporters of the Polish community, and just a great community benefactor from the 20th century.
Talking about Polish people, Julia Noga.
Yes, host of Polonaise, the radio show on WIBX, a Holocaust survivor. A great story about somebody who came from terrible circumstances and really made it good in this area.
And Albert Prettyman.
Yes, the father of American college hockey, longtime Hamilton College hockey coach.
And all those people are going to be honored on Wednesday, September 25th, Harts Hill Inn. Contact the United County History Center if you want tickets. It's going to be a fun night, and this has been a fun day for me, but this is the end of the day. We'll see you next week. Don't forget cnyhomepage.com. There's lots of good stuff there. Until next time, take care of yourself, everybody.